All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the 2nd of April. Welcome to it. We are finishing up our second week of distance learning, and I hope you guys are all healthy and well. My good things for today are staying healthy and well, successfully doing distance learning, spending time with Greta and Georgia and Mrs. Bruner, and long walks and running. I'm getting faster. Getting my mile times under 9 minutes makes me very, very happy. So please make sure that you share your own good things with me on the attendance form, and make sure that you're filling out that attendance form every day. Most of you have been great about that, so please keep that up. You have probably already heard, but the State Superintendent of Education and I think the governor yesterday have announced that we are done with school in person for the rest of the year. So, wow, it's a big deal. I know that a lot of you are probably sad. There are still a lot of things that we need to work out as a school. But wow, that's a big deal. So for me, that kind of just reiterates and emphasizes the fact that we need to make this distance learning thing work. I personally kind of really love being at home. I love being with my family and stuff, and being able to, roll out of bed and make a video like this by just throwing on a sweatshirt, right? Cal Poly. But wow, both good news and bad news, right? In some sense, school is kind of over for the rest of the year, although we are still going to be doing this distance learning for the rest of the year. So interesting things, kind of scary, I'll admit. It's a big deal. Anyway, I felt like I needed to address that because that's a huge deal that's going on right now. All right, let's talk about what we are doing today as far as work. I would like you to do a reading log entry today. This is your 59th one, and you are writing in response to prompt number 36. That prompt is this: what kind of reader would you recommend this book to? An old reader, a young reader, a smart reader, a female reader, etc., and most importantly, why? So think about what you're reading, or think about a book that you have read recently. What kind of a person would really like this book? If it's you, right? If it's a 7th grade young man or young woman, explain why in particular people your age would really like this book. So if you loved your book and just wanted to make a general recommendation based upon who you are, that would be who to choose, what to choose. If you want to say why somebody your age wouldn't like that book, I suppose that would be okay as well. So make sure you're keeping up with those reading logs. Do that, have it done by tomorrow. Also, so today we are jumping into argument writing, right? Starting our next big genre of writing. I have activated my argument writing haiku page, so you can now access this. It's called Argument Writing. There are a lot of resources here. The first one right here are these teaching point slides, right? Our slide for today is take your argument into a scrimmage. Writers debate their argument by stating a claim, giving evidence, and reasoning to support their claim. I don't know why this weird line is right here. Let me delete that. There we go. And then there's a little cartoon here kind of like pointing out those steps. So you can look at that on your own. I also have some resources here on my haiku page. The first one is this video, which is a Shmoop video, which is kind of more just defining what a good argument is, how you need to address both sides, and how you can't really write an effective argument essay unless you really are an expert on both sides. Some other resources I have is procon.org. This is going to be, wow, procon.org. There's a link to it right here. I already have it open right here. And this is a really cool website that has a whole bunch of topics, controversial issues, and when you click on them, okay, I'll just randomly go here to milk, is it healthy? When you click on them, it gives you a whole bunch of evidence with links about what, wow, there's a lot here, about the evidence for this question. So their core question for this one is drinking milk healthy for humans? And then just all kinds of links, all kinds of information here. And most importantly, it's giving information about both sides, right? Very important that you understand both sides before you even attempt to choose a side for yourself. And to really write a good argument essay, you need to understand both of those sides. So there's that. There's also this this text set, and I have that open somewhere. I thought I did. Is this it? No, that's not it. This is it. There it is. And this is also a bunch of links talking about competitive sports. Are competitive sports a good thing or a bad thing? Should people your age be engaged in competitive sports? With arguments in favor and against. So, here is that haiku page. All those links. Please look at all those today. Please look at those things. Start thinking about what topic you might want to write about. And then on Classroom, you'll get an assignment at 8 o'clock asking you, there's a link there to that Shmoop video, please investigate the topics on procon.org and choose 3 that you would potentially like to write about and list them here. So that's your assignment for today. Come up with 3 possible topics, list them here on this Google Classroom assignment, and send them to me. That's your assignment for today. So going back to the assignment guide. Yeah, right here I listed the assignment, 3 possible topics. And then finally, we're going to have a core class meet tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So I don't have any assignment. You don't need to do any preparation or anything like this. This is basically a non-academic thing. But tomorrow at 1 o'clock, if you would like to kind of hang out and say hi to all the kids who have me for core, because I'll be, obviously this is going to my period 1-2 core and my period 6-7 core. At 1 o'clock, you'll be able to meet in a Google Meet and just, talk to each other. I will be there as well. If anything inappropriate happens, like if anyone's being rude to other people or whatnot like that, I'll just end it, right? I'll send you home, basically. So this is an opportunity to see your friends' faces and, talk. And I'm willing to keep that open for a half hour, maybe even a little bit longer if people are still in there and talking. And like I said, there's no academic requirement here, but just if you want to say hi to everybody, it's a chance to do that. And that'll be tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So, to reiterate, today you're doing a reading log entry. You're checking out those resources on my haiku page on argumentative writing. Remember, an argumentative essay isn't just convincing people of your side, but it is presenting both sides of an argument and, most importantly, proving why your side is the correct one. You can't really do that unless you understand both sides. Now, if you're only presenting one side of an argument, that's actually not an argument. That's called propaganda, right? And if you're interested in propaganda, look at commercials. Commercials are basically propaganda. Think about that. And class meet tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'll be sending you out a link to that class meet via email like 5 minutes before it starts. So there's no link to look at now or anything. So be ready for that email a few minutes before 1 o'clock tomorrow. That's it. Signing off. This is the end of today's video. One thing I want to show you before I do sign off, however, is this. Is he getting there? There we go. That's Max. I've talked about Max with you guys a lot this year. I've been up for about 2 hours now. Max is just laying here in my bed, right? Me and Mrs. Bruner's bed. If I gave you like a bigger view, you'd kind of see, now he's waking up and getting up because I said his name. You'd see that he's taking up way too much space for like a 11-pound dog. But that's his life, right? In my bed, taking up my space between me and my wife, and like sleeping for 2 hours more than I do. Someday I'd like to have a life like Max's. Anyway, have a great day. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.